Hey, is your anxiety rude as at night? Then keep on watching to find out why and what you can do about it. So the first thing that I want to say is that obviously everyone is different and everyone is at different stages in their life, going through different things. So with that being said, all of this may or may not apply to you, which is perfectly okay. The first reason you may be more anxious at night is because it's the first time all day that you've been alone with your thoughts. All day you're at work, you're at school, you're with friends and family. Most likely you're doing something that keeps you busy during the day. Then at night, when it's time to go to bed and you're supposed to be shutting down and relaxing, you can't because your mind is racing. And that brings us into the second reason, because the busier you are all day, the more that you're ignoring your anxiety. So you sweep all of your problems under the rug and you cover it up by staying busy. So then, when it's finally time to lay down and go to sleep, all of those problems that you pushed aside during the day come back front and center and cause you to be more anxious. So the third cause of anxiety at night could be from using blue light right before bed. Being on your phone is really hard on your eyes. That blue light that's in there is designed to keep you alert and energized. Using this right before bed can make your body feel alert and ready for fight or flight rather than being ready to relax and lay down to go to sleep. A fourth reason could be because there's just a general negativity that surrounds darkness. Since you were a kid, you've always learned that other kids or yourself are scared of the dark, and that gets ingrained into your memory, and so for your entire life, you just have this general negative vibe about being in the dark. A fifth reason you may be more anxious at night is because everyone else is asleep and you have no one to confide in. If you usually text, call, or talk to someone when you're feeling anxious, these same people are usually not going to be available in the middle of the night. So just knowing that can make you even more anxious because you won't have anyone to talk to. So the last and, in my opinion, most important reason for anxiety at night is because you have literally conditioned yourself to believe that you'll be anxious every night. So when you realize it's nearing bedtime, you might start to think, oh no, what if I get anxious or I have a panic attack and then I can't sleep again? So worrying about having anxiety at night causes even more anxiety, and then you go through that vicious cycle over and over again. So just a small disclaimer, as I've said in my previous videos, there is a difference between just not being able to sleep at night or having a little bit of stress and having an actual anxiety disorder. And the main difference is that an anxiety disorder is going to affect how you live your daily life. Now I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can ease nighttime anxiety and get to sleep faster. The first thing you need to do is create a bedtime routine. Brooke Alpert calls this sleep foreplay, and I absolutely love that. So this is my bedtime routine tracker that I use each night, and what I did was write down a couple of habits that I wanted to perform each night before going to sleep. These things include read or color for 30 minutes because I'm a child, my skincare routine, meditate, and then make a to-do list for the next day. Now what you want to do is just write down 3 to 5 things that help you relax that you want to do each night. Just keep it really simple because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. That is the complete opposite of what we're trying to do here. You should start this routine a couple of hours before bed. That way your brain has time to be like, oh, okay, it's time for bed, it's time to relax and calm down. Being consistent with this bedtime routine can help your brain realize that it's actually getting ready to be time to go to bed instead of just being hit with it immediately and freaking out. This can help ease your nighttime anxiety and help you get to sleep faster. So I actually made this bedtime routine into a free download just for you guys. Click the link in the description below to get your very own bedtime template just like this one. So some examples of things you can use in your routine are maybe reducing blue light, so listening to an audiobook, reading an actual book, or doing anything that doesn't require you to look at a screen. But if you absolutely do have to look at a screen, use the night mode that comes on most devices. One thing that I have on my list that you could add to yours is listening to a guided meditation. So I like to use the app Headspace for when I meditate, and I do have the paid version of the app, but there are a ton of things that you can do with the free version. If you can't go to sleep, or you've woken up and can't fall back asleep, or you're just too anxious and you're really jittery, get up and move. You can do a bedtime yoga routine. I really like Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. Or you can just stretch or walk around the house. One huge thing that you can do at night that may help is journaling. I personally like to journal in the morning because I feel like that's when my mind is most productive. But when you journal, you can talk about what you did that day, how you're feeling right now, and maybe even what you want to do tomorrow. Just write down whatever's in your head. This can really help to remove those racing thoughts that you experience right before bed. My last example is listening to music or white noise. I really like the Chill Lo-Fi Study Beats playlist on Spotify, and also the Relax Melodies app for rain sounds, thunder sounds, white noise, and things like that. Alright guys, I really hope you found this video helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to download my free bedtime routine template down in the description. Thanks guys!